All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly sidereal forecast for June 15th through the 21st. My name is Athen. So this week we've got a new moon on Tuesday, and there's a lot of nice aspects this week in terms of the major transits. There's only a few, and they're all quite nice. But the highest energy in terms of the highest impact, I feel like, is going to be in the early part of the week when you have this new moon in your first house conjoining up to Mars. And the sun's been conjoining up to Mars too, so perhaps you Taurans have been very energized about your goals, your intentions, and things like this relating to you and where you're headed, and things relating to your self-image as well. So whatever that energy's been, now you have a new moon conjoining very, very close to Mars here, which is going to set the stage for a very energetic next lunar cycle, especially because it's involving your first house. Happy birthday to you Taurans who have your birthday this week. But this is the overall energy of self. So your goals, your drives, your ambitions, balancing this too with Saturn, keeping that in mind there too, because you've had Saturn go, he's been retrograde in that 7th house of yours. So relationships and things like this that you're reworking or redoing right now will be important. But still, nonetheless, moving forward with your goals and drives, and this can be a high point for you in the next couple weeks relating to these things on the short term and in the next 6 months when we have a full moon here in your first house. So yeah, good beginning of the week there. Now, all week, we have a trine up from Jupiter and Uranus involving your 11th house of groups, friends, community-related things, things larger than self, and your 3rd house of your communications. So you've recently had Venus going there, so perhaps you've been enjoying the more communicative and learning side of things, such as reading and writing and things like that. But you've had Jupiter in there for the past year, almost the past year. So here there's been perhaps a lot of opportunities for you to speak, to communicate, or to learn, or to spend time with siblings or with your peers, things like this. So this aspect with Uranus has been happening for almost the past year, this trine. Now it's the last and final trine involving these two planets, supporting you in these two areas. So it can be some more opportunities for you to learn and communicate and do some of those things. And likewise, some more opportunities for you to connect to the community, things larger than self. Technology might be supporting this. So I would really get involved with anything technological, group-based, or even spending some time with friends this week. And this is an aspect going on all week and into next week. So, it's a very general energy, but very powerful, very nice, very excited. And very opportunistic too. Lots of possibilities with this. So all week, as the week unfolds, I think we'll feel this more and more. But certainly enjoy these 11th and 3rd house things, because that's where the support is this week for sure. Now, Wednesday through Friday, Mercury's trining up to the North Node, where you've had the North Node transiting all year and will be all year in relation to your self-expression, creativity, fun, joy. This is what this year is about for you Taurans, at least on the self-expressive and creative level. Now, you may or may not be feeling this personally because the North Node is not a personal planet, but it is there. So if you look, I'm sure you'll see that there's opportunities in that area for you. And this week is no exception when Mercury, who's now direct, trines up to that 5th house. So a really good week for all those 5th house matters. And perhaps whatever you learned with Mercury retrograde from this first house of yours, relating to yourself, your goals, your drives, things like this, that you now hopefully come into a new understanding of this week that is going to be supporting this self-expression, fun, and creativity. Now, Friday and Saturday, we've got the sun going into your 2nd house. So there is a shift happening, and this is going to be mostly next week, but we'll feel this over the weekend, is more of an intent and focus on your perhaps finances or material side of things. This is naturally your house, Taurus. So this is where you're going to have the next new moon. But in either case, enjoy the material aspects, connect to nature, enjoy the simple pleasures over the weekend. And that'll be setting the stage for next week quite well. But all in all, that's it. There's just a few major transits this week. So I think definitely the opportunities coming in from the 11th house, groups, friends, community-related things, satisfaction from work, freeing up, perhaps even the financial side of work as well. Whatever type of freedom you've been involved with since about March of this year in particular, because that was the eclipse energy. There's a lot of freeing up energy there. All of that, perhaps newfound sense of excitement relating to those 11th house matters, is now trining up and supporting these things that perhaps you're involved with or can be involved with learning, communicating, exchanging ideas, things like that. And I think that's going to be the highlight, along with these new beginnings relating to you, your goals, and your ambitions. So Taurus, have a nice week. If you are new to this form of astrology, do check out masteringthezodiac.com. I've been getting a lot of inquiries lately about signs, and of course, the signs are different. So if you're just used to Western astrology, your sign might be different. So do check Mastering the Zodiac, or you can check the description down below. So have a nice week, Taurus, and I'll talk to you all next time. Take care.